Hi people, it's been a while since my other tutorial, so um, sorry if you hear some noise after because my sister is gonna clean his bedroom. I was in scout camp, it was great fun, but as you might have noticed, we can't take our computer in scout camp. So sorry for the time elapsed. Today we're going to create a saturated bass like more or less rehab bingo players, all those electronical house musician. So this is what it's gonna give after the build up I made. Okay, that's it more or less. Um, so let's start first. Nope. So let's start a new reason file. Um, okay, let's create a comparator. If you hear something, that's my sister that I've just started to clean his bedroom. Okay, rename it saturated bass. Okay, so now create a synthesizer of top. Make sure everything initialized before you start the tutorial. I repeat it every time, but that's really important. In that Thor polyphonic synthesizer, we're going to leave the analog here and create a noise oscillators. Make the octave on 4, that's okay. Color mode with a density all the way up. Doesn't sound really interesting, but now we're going to synchronize the noise oscillators. So just activate that little button here. And now what we're going to need is that low pass filter and a comp filter. For the comp filter, put the noise, and for the low pass filter, put the noise and the analog oscillators. This is what it gives. It's horrible, but now put the mixer on 1 because we do not want to hear that much the noise sound. 1, so use the shift touch if you want more control. Do not forget to activate the filter 2. And now for the filter 1, put the frequency on 11.9 kilohertz more or less. Yep. Resolution on 12. And that's it. For the comp filter, make sure it's a comp plus, no resolution with a frequency on what? 4.20 kilohertz. It will be alright. Okay. Now, this is what it gives. Interesting. Put the system all the way up, and that's it for the thing. Now, add a vocoder. Equalizer mode, 8 band. Put the shift on 10. And now we're going to start to equalize a little bit with the vocoder. I don't think it's a good idea to equalize completely a sound with the vocoder, but it gives a certain type of sound that is really interesting. So now there's 8 band. The second, and the 8th band, leave them as it is. No, the third band on minus 6 decibel more or less. Same thing for the 5th band and for the 7th band. Okay, now for the 4th band, decrease it a little bit just under the line, -1 dB more or less. And for the last band, the sixth, put it on -12 decibels, so just here. Oops. You can hear a difference. If I bypass it, it's really interesting. Now to emphasize that scene, we're going to create two equalizers. So first equalizer, put it low cut, palm 2 and high shelf. The high shelf all the way up with a gain of more or less 1.7 dB. The frequency here, we're going to need 1.400 more or less kilohertz, yes, and a really high gain of 14.3 dB. And we're going to widen the band of about 3.7 for the Q. Oops. Okay, 3.6, it's okay. So now create the second equalizer. Always put the low cut. So palm 1, palm 2, palm 1, 447, a gain of 3.4 dB, and Q on 4.6. Palm 2, 4.600 kilohertz more or less. Whoops, okay, and gain of 1.7 more or less. Do not touch the Q here. For these settings, it doesn't need to be as precise as I've been, because it just boosts to give clarity to the bass. The main equalizer are there, the first and the vocoder, so you can hear. It's much different. Now we're going to distort a little bit the sound by creating two distortion units. So first distortion is going to be a tape mode, because we want some compression on it, because it's a saturated bass, so we want compression. Put the damage control on 24. Okay, P1 on 96 will be alright. P2 on 80 more or less, yeah, because we want a high compression and a fast compression. Do not touch to anything else, just the master all the way up. So create the last distortion unit. Tube mode to give some grittiness to the sound. Put the damage control on 28. P1 on 36. P2 on what? On 44 it would be okay. Okay, now put the equalization on. Do not touch to the low. Increase a little bit the mid until 5, 4, 5, yes. And the high, decrease them a little bit to -11. And again the master all the way up. So now we've got our main bass. We're going to create a limiter maximizer. Sorry. Put the 4 milliseconds, slow attack, and the soft clip. The amount all the way down. So this will for effect to contain the sound, so it does not go over the 0 dB VU. It gives a little sound that makes the bass very interesting. So that's it for the saturated bass. I hope you did enjoy this tutorial. I go back to a scout camp because I must be a cook this time. So I will see you in 1 week more or less. If you have any question, I will answer them, but if you don't have, never mind, leave a comment such as, hey, it's holidays, fools, or things like that. I always appreciate. So have a nice day, and see you later, guys. Bye.